Hi everyone and welcome to another Skyrim mod feature, episode 42. First up in this video we have TDN Bosmer School Headdresses. Now this mod gives you the option of 7 types of headdresses which can all be crafted at the forge underneath the miscellaneous section. The headdresses themselves are primarily aimed at Bosmer characters, however they are supported by all races and are available for both male and females. And on top of this you'll find an optional download for adding the headdresses to the Forsworn level lists. Also, they'll take up slot 56, so you can wear them with circlets or combine them with accessories from other mods. As always, a link to the mod is provided in the description below, and also be sure to check out this mod author's other mods. Their retexture of the vampire armour is especially nice. Next up we have usable Ash Axes, which not only allows the weapons that the Ashmen use in the Dragonborn DLC to be looted from their corpse, it also allows you to temper them at the forge and also craft them there as well. Obviously you will need the Dragonborn DLC to be able to use the mod, and you will also need the Arcane Smithing perk to be able to craft and temper them at the forge. So if you've ever wanted to get your hands on the weapons that the Ashmen use in the Dragonborn DLC, then this is definitely a mod you should look at, and it adds just a little bit extra to that DLC and gives you something more to loot when scrounging around the wasteland of Solstheim. This next mod provides a new texture for the bottles of poisons and potions that you'll find around Skyrim. This texture mod is actually split into 5 different types. Pictures of these are on the mod author's page, and if you look at the bottom left hand corner on the video, this is the type that is currently being shown during the clips. This mod offers something quite different when it comes to these new textures. They're not just an increase in quality, they're a complete reimagining of what the potions and poisons look like in game. Not all the potions and poisons are shown in this video, but if you head along to the mod author's page you can see a wider selection of the changes made between all 5 types. And I definitely recommend you do that to get an even deeper feel of what this mod actually does. I personally like this new texture, however I do use a different one currently in my own game, but out of this mod my favourites are Type 2 and Type 5. I just like the new patterns that those 2 types give to the bottles. So if you're fed up of seeing all the same poisons and potions every time you play through Skyrim, this may be a mod for you. I definitely recommend, like I just said, Type 2 and Type 5, but obviously it's up to personal preference, and you can mix and match these types if you know how to change the structures of the texture folders. This next mod is called the Night Watch Cuirass, and it's a retexture of the Dawnguard Cuirass that you'll find with that specific DLC. I believe the idea here is to make the Dawnguard seem like Night's Watch from a Game of Thrones. This cuirass goes a long way into doing that, and it really does look quite nice in game. I do actually prefer it over the vanilla Dawnguard cuirass that you get with the DLC. I do recommend trying it out for yourself in game. The mod currently doesn't come with any boots or gloves, however those are in progress and hopefully will be released very soon in an update. This cuirass is also temperable and craftable at the forge, so you can make as many as you want, hand them all out to your Dawnguard followers, and create your own Night's Watch in Skyrim. Then I'd recommend using the mod alongside Cloaks of Skyrim, especially the big black bear cloak that comes with that mod, to complete the look. Next up we have a weapons mod which introduces the Curved Dragon Sword from Dark Souls into Skyrim. The sword is a beautifully crafted piece of work with a fantastic red dragon encompassing the entirety of the blade and hilt. Overall the sword looks very nice in game. It is a rather large sword, as you'll see on my character in a second. However, if you are a fan of Dark Souls, this may be a mod that you're looking for, especially if you collect the weapons from that game in Skyrim. And if you do like large weapons as well, this would also be a mod you may be interested in looking at. The weapon can be crafted at the forge and will require 5 steel ingots and 3 leather strips. You can also temper it there as well, and that will require a further 2 steel ingots. This next mod is another weapons mod, and this one is from LozengeCraft. It's a very nice short sword, a little longer in game than you would expect a short sword to be, but it's beautifully crafted and has really nice design. It also comes with several different variants for the colour of the scabbard that you get with the sword. In order to obtain the sword, you'll need to head to Bleak Coast Cave. You need to get several items first and then head to the forge with the steelsmithing perk in order to craft it. For a detail of the items you need to collect, head over to the mod authors page and check out the description section. There are 3 colour variants that come with the mod: brown, yellow and black. You can use these colours independently, one for the hilt and one for the scabbard, or make the weapon completely unified by using the same colour for both. The new variants can be used manually, which is probably the simplest form, but if you don't want to do that, you will need to repackage them into a format which Mod Organizer or Nexus Mod Manager can read and add to the game for you. Also, if you use swords on the back of your character, you will need to download the optional mod which gives you the mesh for that. And last up in this video, I have the Whiterun Western Watchtower rebuilt. And what the mod does is it refortifies the Western Watchtower by rebuilding the crumbled wall that you find there in the vanilla game. The mod also adds several new NPCs in the form of Whiterun guards, and also gives them areas to smith and forge new weapons, to live and also to train. It suggests on the mod authors page that you should add this mod after the initial dragon attack on Whiterun, otherwise you may see some significant performance loss during that sequence. Personally, I like using mods like this after the reunification of Skyrim, just so you can see things are moving in the right direction and improvements are being made after you successfully settled the civil war in the country. The version that I'm using in this video is version 1.5, but the mod author is working on version 2 at the moment, so expect some changes to be made in the near distant future. And if you like this one, as always, the link is provided in the description below. And that brings me to the end of episode 42 of another Skyrim mod feature. If you've liked any of the mods that I've shown in this video, please head along to the mod authors pages and check them out there. And also remember to endorse. As always guys, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.